Hi guys, I'm ExactChaos and welcome back to another episode of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. We are in deep trouble. Have a look at our balance over there. So we are struggling, and I've had a few looks in between episodes. I've tested a few things, and there really is very little we can do about getting profitable at this minute. I've tried stopping all construction and tried to maximize our production over here to see if we can actually get ourselves out of this hole. But at the moment, the big issue is, I'm pausing the game for a second while I quickly explain. At the moment, the big issue is we can actually get profitable from an imports and exports perspective every now and again. And if we really put our backs into it, we can get that profitable, very marginally so, but we can get that profitable. What actually ends up happening though is our loan repayments are really drawing us down. And the one thing that I do find a little bit interesting about this is that this is ultimately not included in our in this sum. This sum total doesn't actually take account of this. So if you do that, 32,000 in the positive minus the 49,000 actually gives you about that 18,000 minus 18,000 number. So even if you get this profitable, we're still running about a 28,000 ruble repayment every month, and that is a problem for us. We can't actually get that out of trouble, so we do need to get that a little bit better now. So what we're not gonna get there at the moment, and so what I thought we would do is just consolidate our loans and refinance a little bit and get some extra money. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go for the maximum amount, the 2 million. I'm going to go and, which is interesting, they should actually be telling us what that borrow amount will then be, because this number is not known until after the fact, and that is a bit of a challenge for us. Probably that is a bit of a challenge. Probably can work that out, of course, but they should give it to us. So what I'll do is I'll do the maximum, which is at the 4.1% interest rate. The interest is not the big deal. It's the capital down payment that's the big deal. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to borrow 2 million. I'm going to repay the remaining 500,000, and then we'll have a 1.5 million to play with over there. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and borrow that. Okay. Then if we have a look over here, we'll say, there we go. Let's repay this amount here. Let's return the money. We have it. That's an interesting one. Let's return that money. There we go. So now that's been returned. And now we've got 2 million borrowed that we need to slowly repay. So now that only marginally went up, right? Only an extra 4,000 rubles a month, which is almost nothing in the scheme of things. Over the year lifetime, we will be maximum amount you can borrow now, so we can even up that a bit more if we wanted to. But I think that's going to be sufficient. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go full steam ahead on getting these things built, and I might start building on some of these other ones. And what we'll also do is we will start working towards getting the power over here. The reason I am building this guy, and everything's been delivered, so I may as well finish it. The reason I'm building this guy is so that we can have power here from the start, and kind of delay bringing out the main power infrastructure. But ultimately, we will need it here, and so we will start planning that as well. What I did see in my test is that this mod over here, which unfortunately resources needed to finish. Oh, actually, we didn't deliver any of the other items. I think, the gravel and the asphalt we might have delivered. I don't know. But anyway, I need to demolish this one, unfortunately. So we're going to lose a little bit over there. What I would also do is just trim that one back over there. We need to build something different over here, because that modded version there can't actually do the water and sewage. So I will, the modded technical services stop over there. So let's have a quick look at technical services and what we can do over here. I would choose to not necessarily go all guns blazing with a very expensive one, but I haven't actually tested to see if these can work. I do know these can work because we've actually tried one of them before. So let's just see what is our options. We can do a free one. which may be what we should do at the start. Right, how many of them? Count 2 or 5. Okay, well, let's just do a free one to start with. Let's start it off with a free one over here. Okay, we'll do that. So we'll start it off with a free one. And what else did we have? Oh, we were missing. And what I also saw is I'm missing a fuel station in this general area. And then we probably need distribution as well. Fuel station, I would like to bring. We'll build a proper fuel station somewhere over here. In the meantime, what I'll do is I'll just get a minor free fuel station in this location somewhere. Where's the fuel station? There it is. I would like a free one. Gas station free. We've got like 12 of them. So we can quite comfortably build one. So shall I, you know what? No, I want to build it closer to the road network here somewhere. So I want to do something like this. Let's just do a free fuel station right over there. So we've got a free fuel station there. I may get our existing distribution office to just fill that one up a little bit. I think it'll fill up from over here. So what I'll do is I'll just add it to the mix. I'm gonna unpause the game now. I'm gonna add that to the mix, and I'm gonna say, guys, let's just fill it up to say 20% or something. Oh, actually, yeah, let's just fill it up to 30%, and that should get us some fuel going over there. So let's unpause the game, let's speed it up, and let's recommence some of the construction. We've got a bit more money now. Let's recommence this construction. Let's get that back underway, and we'll get basically roads and paths roads to come and sort that out, and that should be able to finish that one off. So that's okay, all good. So this is being built. Let's quickly get a little bit of building assigned. This is trying to do all of it. I'm not going to do that. So let's just get this one done, get that one done, and get that one done. Perfect. That's okay. So this, we can start assigning stuff over here. We can start assigning stuff to these as well, and they will go ahead and grab that. Oh, I can also do these ones. Let's just get all of that built as well, or started under construction. I may make a start on this one for the time being, and what I'll do is I'll do the 1, 3, and assign it over there as a starting point. Let's get cracking on that one in that location. Okay, that's good. So now we're going to see a bit more construction going on over here. Now we'll probably have to make do with that a little bit. Now, and then once I've got that up and running, I'm going to start working on the gravel, so we get our own gravel going forward, and then we'll keep on moving through and see what's going on. What else we can do to get profitable a little bit quicker. Our hotel here is doing a fairly decent job, but I thought we might bring in an extra bus on the route. Right? We only have the one. We don't really have spare buses available, but I can go ahead and buy another one of these little micro buses. It's not too expensive, so I'll go ahead and grab another one, and we'll assign another one to that tourist bus, so that we at least maximize our tourist income over here, and we see what else we can do in terms of our death wave. Some people have been saying it might just have been old age that has resulted in a bit of a death wave, and that we might be through it. But the other comment that I saw, and which I think might actually hold true, is the alcohol. So if we have a quick look, sorry, I'm going to pause it again, and we're going to quickly talk about the alcohol component of things. So if we look at alcohol addiction, we can see actually the alcohol addiction on this side is much worse than over there. This is just the news section over here that's bad, but it may have been that this area's alcohol addiction was a bit of a challenge for us to deal with, and so for that reason I was kind of thinking maybe we'll trim back on the alcohol. We'll close this guy down completely, and not give into people's alcohol addiction. Now that will drop our happiness a little bit, I think, but we may be able to sort that out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just switch off the pub, That will obviously stop the imports of alcohol for that use, and then hopefully from there we'll see that people will actually start getting a little bit healthier, because I definitely need us to not lose as many people. So we had 20 deaths in this month alone. Last month, yeah, so actually on par about. So let's see if we can turn this around and start growing our population again. That's kind of the intention here, is just getting things back on track a little bit. Yeah, and I can just say, as always, thank you so much for your comments. I do go through them, and they are really helpful most of the time. And I do go through all of them. I might not respond to all of them, but I do go through them. We're getting this thing built. And there's a few other things happening over here. So with all of this construction underway, I may go into a time lapse and get a lot of that done, so that we can see how much we can progress from there. I might wave around every now and again to just have a look whether everything is going. Oh, hang on, before we do that, I just wanted to assign this bus to our hotel. Absolutely. That's fine, and make a start, please. And what I'll do here is I'll just make sure to get the line spacing done properly over here. It's all good. That one is underway. That should give us a little bit more. What's going on over here? We were running out of tutors, which is okay. I think that should sort itself out. Our population is still at 1,400 and just under 1,430, and the construction is underway for these various items. I might do some assignments in between. But generally, we're just going to see about getting a few of these pieces of construction done, and keep an eye on our population. Okay, see you on the other side. Okay, guys, so we've got a few things constructed over here. We've got the first oil derrick, is it pump jack in that case? We've got a pipe to a storage facility and another pipe to our small refinery, which is all up and running. Once this starts working, it'll actually pull oil from these storages, or from this storage at least. So that one will slowly start filling up. I've built a fire station here. Obviously, we're working on this single wind turbine for power, and we're starting to build the bus station. So that should give us a pretty good starting point for the time being. Now, let's just quickly buy a firefighting vehicle. I'm just going to go ahead and grab this one. They're all pretty similar, but these seem to be the best, so I'll grab one of them. And then we will need, it'll come over here, it'll fill up with fuel, and then we'll need to get this bus stop up and running so that we can get some workers over here. But that seems to be pretty good for the time being. We just need some workers to come in, and potentially some mechanisms to sort that out a little bit more. What I'll do is I will go ahead and procure a few buses. I'm going to go ahead and grab 4 of these, which I will then put on the route to that new bus station once that's ready to go. I'm happy to report that it seems like our population is looking much healthier, and they're a little bit unhappy, or less happy. Loyalty is on track, but the alcohol addiction is dropping quite rapidly. So potentially that's just what we need to do and stop worrying too much about the alcohol or providing everybody with alcohol. But then we may have to swap that out for some electronics in the not too distant future. We are pretty good at a 35 with loyalty over here. Might be due to all of our little monument pieces that we've got here. It can take up to 40% with the monuments. So maybe this is the monuments that's actually doing that. And we may need some more monuments in some of these other areas. If we can get this up to, say, 40, potentially just a monument over here somewhere might do a good job. Let's see if there's any... we'll probably do another one of those. Let's just quickly have a look at monuments over here for a minute. What can we do that's not too costly? I would like to maintain stuff that's not too costly. So that one, for instance, is pretty cheap. Some of these are a little bit more pricey. I'm not going to spend tons of steel on it. Potentially something like that. Wow, it's really small actually. Let's see if we can't do something a little bit bigger though. That does a lot, but the radius is pretty small. And these I don't think actually does anything. Anything else that would give us a little bit of a return? No, the arch. The flags. Yeah, that's minor though. The arch, no, I'm not going to do the arch. That seems a little over the top. Maybe another one of these. Yeah, that's actually not too bad. Another one of these fountains. If we could squeeze it in. Nah, it's not going to be squeezed in. So let's see about a smaller... these fountains don't do anything, do they? No. Let's just grab a slightly smaller fountain there, and I think this one will stick. Actually, to be honest, could we squeeze something in there? Oh, we can. Yeah, let's do that. That actually doesn't look too bad. So let's quickly assign some construction to it, like so. I don't think it needs any mechanisms, but anyway, I'm going to assign lots of different guys to it. So let's just see about getting that done. While we were doing the time lapse, I started laying out the new high voltage power line into this direction. We should be okay with this. Yeah, they're there and ready and fighting. Good stuff. What's happening over here? We've got the fire station, we've got the firefighters, fire engine, sorry, and we're almost done with this. We need like 11 more work days, so one more batch of workers and that thing should be up and running. And then certainly the next step of the puzzle is for us to start working on this. How's this going? Yeah, slowly filling up a little bit. Definitely need to get these underway. So let's go ahead and assign this and get some stuff to go and start working on this. This one should be able to get done fairly quickly now. One more batch of workers, which should be kind of on the way, I believe. Coming to, the bus stop. Yeah, that should finish that one off. We should have our buses ready to go, and we can then start a new bus line. This, I believe, is underway already. Yeah, workers are here ready to go, waiting on a little bit of steel. And then this thing will get done, and hopefully that'll start driving our loyalty up in that location a little bit more. We will do some more cultural buildings around the hotel, which you guys have pointed out in the comments for me. So we'll definitely do that. Now this should be filling up fairly quickly, and then we can start working on some of the others. And we could potentially also start working on some more graveling of roads in this general area, but for the time being, I'm not too fussed by it. To be honest, you would rarely ever come here, so I may as well leave them as is and just tie these in so that we can, in fact, start the construction to them. There will be the need for construction over there. Excellent. So this looks pretty good. We can start the construction of these others as we need them. We do need this a little bit first. Where is our workers? Our workers should be here and finishing this off now. These buses are probably going to disappear when that happens. Yeah, absolutely. That's one thing that I'm a little perplexed by, that they just don't go to the next spot next door. But anyway, that is the mechanic. So let's start by saying, guys, you bus will come to this bus station, the Kioski bus stop, and then you will come over here to the Segadwara bus stop. And what we would like to do is just make sure that you are loading up on workers and not on tourists. And similarly, I'm not going to be too worried about the min-maxing of this, but that should be okay. So let's make a start there. You can start running that one straight away. I will actually need to have a bit of a look at that line over there. So what we're doing is we're grabbing workers. We're not doing foreign workers anymore. I can probably delete these, to be honest. So let's delete that one. We'll delete this one, and then the Kioski bus stop to the Segadwara bus stop over there is going to be renamed as the Kioski Oil Workers. We'll save that one. We'll definitely do the line spacing, just so that as we add the extra ones, we'll get that done. I'm going to put all 4 vehicles on there. We don't have an end station as of yet, and we'll start kind of dealing with that a little bit later on. Let's go ahead and start that one up. We'll grab the next one, put that one on there and start it up as well. And then grab the last one over here and say, I think there may have been a different tool for the job as well, but anyway, we'll do that. We're all done and make a move. So there we go. So now all of them are in place. Let's just see that they are in fact, the line length needs to be computed, but that's okay. They should do a pretty decent job at getting that running up for us. Okay, things moving. So we should be getting some workers dropped off over here, which will allow us to have firefighter action. I'm going to drop our firefighters to maybe say 8 firefighters instead. And here we have our very first workers at the small refinery. So we are now in fact producing our very own fuel and bitumen. We'll only start the exports and stuff once that's done. And to be honest, I probably need a distribution office in this location. So let's grab ourselves that. Where do we, I think we find it over here. We're just going to grab a free one. I believe I've got 4 out of 5. So this will be our last free one for the time being. Do I build myself a different distribution office? Let's have a quick look at what we have to offer in terms of distribution offices. I think, what did I build on the other side? I'm not sure these will work because I don't think these mods have been updated. I don't know about these ones. Anything here that's a reasonable... I think we'll just build this small distribution office here that takes 4 vehicles. I think that should do the trick over here. So let's... Oh, and the one thing I do want to just make sure... Ah, perfect, we can. You can squeeze it in. Just move this around a little bit. And we'll go ahead and place... well, actually, to be honest, forget about that. Just get the free one going. And what we'll do is we'll sort out the rest a little bit later. So let's grab the free one. There's others we can contemplate building first instead of this. So let's do that. In terms of vehicles, we definitely will need a oil tanker. So let's grab ourselves a fairly nippy oil tanker. 6 tons, 4 tons. That one is probably better. Not that much more expensive. This is a big one. But I'm not sure that's going to be worth our while as a starting point. I think 5 tons at 80. 6 tons at 90. 9 tons at 80. 7 tons at 60. Again. I think this one is just going to be best bang for buck at the moment. So let's grab one of these Zills. We could go with the bigger route, to be honest. But that's double the price. I could buy 2 of them, which will... Anyway, let's just grab one of them for the time being. So once these things are built, we'll move on from there. Yeah, this should be done pretty quickly. We are dropping off lots and lots of workers over here, so they're slowly filling up these tanks, and we're slowly emptying that up, and we'll have to do some more work over here and get some more stuff built. But yeah, that's a bit of a challenge for us now, but we are at least creating our very own fuel now. Not distributing it just yet, but we will shortly. Very happy to see our population growing very strongly at the moment. Very, very strong. So if we go to last month, what did we have? We had 71 births, 20 deaths, and only 2 escapes. I think our happiness is dropping off due to the alcohol. What I might do is grab a little bit of electronics here. I don't think the electronics will be sold very quickly. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to provide for electronics as well. So please grab us some electronics. And at the Kioski warehouse, we will, which I believe is this one for the, yeah, we'll drop off some electronics as well. So let's bring in some electronics. That guy should be making a move now to go and get some electronics. Right. Give it a second. Give it a second. Yes, no, oh, unless this is no, this is covered. Come on. You can go and collect electronics, and you can go and unload electronics. You just see that this is the right location. They certainly can, and it is accepting of electronics. And why is it not going? Do I need to? No, it should generally be. Anyway, I'll come back and see if that works, but I think that'll help, but I don't want this to drop too much. So I'm keeping an eye on that happiness, and potentially we'll you know what we'll do is we'll let the alcohol flow again a little bit, and we'll see if that works. Over here we've got another fountain. Let's quickly have a look and see if that fountain has started doing anything for us. I think it has. It's starting to up the number over here a little bit. That number is definitely falling, so I'll probably have to do an extra little monument on this side as well. But that seems to be a reasonable way to go. What does this hammer and sickle do? 15 tons of concrete. It's not too awkward to have this potentially, you know what, potentially over here. Please don't do crazy stuff. Okay, unless if we turn it a little bit like this. Should be able to squeeze in something there. That's actually not too bad, so let's grab it in there, and what we'll do is we'll just give it a little, we probably need to give it a fairly normalized footpath like that. And what we'll do is we need to do a bit of a batch construction here. We'll do that. So this one needs to be built first. CO2 roads, and it probably needs workers, right? No. It will actually get a mechanism, I think. We'll get that one in there. It's going to be tucked away there a little bit so it doesn't look too ominous over here, but it will give that a little bit more loyalty over here, I think. And this one can slowly start coming up. So it's at 25 at the moment. We'll come back in a while and see if that is continuing to go up. But it's looking pretty healthy for the time being. These are being built. This is nowhere near full, so it's pretty good at the moment. We are running out of drinking water. Oops. So I think our water vehicle is probably on its way back to come and sort that out. We do have to move the sewage, which is this truck is coming to grab. It grabbed it? No? What did you do? Interesting. Not sure what that was all about. This one is done. Okay, so let's just make sure this stores fuel then. And we'll call this the Let's just call this the Kioski because it's close by. Fuel store. There we go. That's fine. And the other one, can we rename it already? Yeah, that's fine. We can name this the Kioski. Kioski. What is this? Kioski Bitumen store. That's okay. We'll do that. And this one is the Kioski oil store. And I don't need to unpause the game. Or I can unpause the game. Kioski oil store. Perfect. There we go. And unpause and we'll get that up and running. So now we're going to have fuel over here. So I'll give it a little bit of time to just start filling up a little. Now this is running out a little bit. We are going to get some drinking water in here soon. Don't know why the sewage issue is here. Potentially we were out of power when they came around. That's why we do need to start work on this. So let's grab our this one and we'll say make a move and start getting that built for us. Don't think we need anything else there. We'll do this one and that one, and we'll also do this one over here and see about getting that done. Back to 3, we'll assign that one over there and that one over there. Make sure that's all good. Excellent. Things are moving along pretty nicely now. This should be... We just need a batch of workers here and that should be done there. Can we can't already say what's going to go in there, so that's okay. No worries, not too worried. So one of the things I want to do is assign this tank there and that one over there. So you please let's just come in here quickly. Once that's done, oh no, that's going to take ages. So we'll grab this one and say you're going to load fuel at the fuel store and you're going to drop that off over there to make sure you've got at least like 30 in there. So that's okay. And I've got the other distribution office over here where I will actually remove that gas station there. So let's remove that one. So now it's just this guy that's gonna fill this one over here. That's good. And that's finished. So let's sort that out. And we're going to make sure to store bitumen in there, please. Excellent. So now we are going to run out of power. So that's why we are working on getting the rest of our power stuff sorted. Anything being delivered here? Yeah, stuff is being delivered here straight away. What's going on over here? Let's assign some guys. Not sure what else you need here. Actually, probably only dumpers. Yeah. That's okay. Why did we have... hang on. What is this? Oh, that's the secret police. That's okay. That's the secret police. I thought it was a sewage pickup. That is going up. That's going up. Ooh, these won't go up. These will go up a little bit later. But it's starting to look good. We are sorting this one out. Did we receive any electronics? We have electronics. People will start to get electronics, and that means no one yet, but people will start getting electronics, meaning they should start getting a little happier from that perspective. And we can reduce our addiction numbers. Guys, I am super happy with how it's going at the moment. Still not making money, but we've got a little bit of a buffer to deal with. Now, finally, we have a full complement of workers over here. So this thing is going full steam ahead, even though we don't have power. So power is the next thing for us. So let's make sure that those pieces are built first. Now, we should definitely say about, okay, guys, you also would like to come and pick up at the bitumen store. And here you will... load for us bitumen, and you will be unloading over there. And let's just make sure you are going to unload bitumen. And will we unload fuel? But that'll only be we can't do the fuel thing here. Let's do unless we don't do this one. But anyway, for the time being, let's just do bitumen. And what we'll say is if there's... Oh, actually, all bitumen can go. All bitumen can go. That's okay. let's just do that. All the bitumen can make a move. So as soon as that guy is comfortable that it's got enough, the 6 tons, as soon as this 6 tons, it'll start exporting the bitumen, which is not a massively lucrative export, but it's a reasonable one. Were there workers on that? Are there workers on this one? Just the single one there? Yeah, that's okay. Just get someone in there to do the firefighting. Our population is coming along nicely. Let's have a quick look at what our is this thing built? Almost built. We're still waiting on some concrete to be delivered. I'm assuming that's kind of on the way. There's a concrete truck here, I think. Oh no, that's not. Do we have a concrete vehicle assigned in these? Yeah, absolutely. Concrete dumpers. Sorry, not dumpers, but we've got concrete and components in here. So where is my concrete? There it is. There it is. There goes the concrete. Okay, good. Good. So we'll sort that out, get our loyalty up a little bit. Our population is growing nicely. Let's have a quick look at free flats. So we've got like 27 spots available over there. And other than that, it is pretty tight. So we will need to see about expanding this population a little bit. If we're going to expand the population, of course, we will have to expand our heating. So that might be something we hold on until after the winter, where we will then go and have a look at expanding that. We've got people working here, so that thing should be built pretty quickly. You have no unemployment at the moment. So things are pretty sharp. It's looking pretty good. Let's see about dropping to 9 over here. So we've already got like 8 over there. How's this going? Probably don't need as many, so let's drop the teachers a little bit more. Over here, yeah, that's okay. We're definitely not gonna. This we need probably as many as we can get here. How many doctors do we have? Can we drop another 2 doctors there? That's good. Dropping a few more people all around. Yeah, the judges thing. We really don't need as many, right? Yeah, let's do something like that. Drop those staffing limits there a little bit more. Firefighters. Let's not get too crazy with that. 5 is a little low. Yeah, no, let's not get too crazy with that. This is probably going to be good. I don't want to drop the police officers too much. What's going on over here? It's okay. Let's make sure we get as many as possible people educated. This should be built soon, and then our loyalty will pop up even more. We are running a reasonable amount of tourists. Hopefully we are making a fair bit of money. Happiness is coming back up, and alcohol addiction is not too bad. I haven't seen anybody with any electronics just yet. Even nothing whatsoever. That is quite an interesting one. So at least we should not be doing tons of electronic stuff. And now tourists will be able to access electronics too. They can walk to the store, right? Absolutely, pretty nicely, and they can grab their electronics over there. So this is starting to look pretty reasonable. Nice bit of loyalty going on there. We probably wouldn't have seen any changes in loyalty just yet. That's coming up nicely. This is pretty stagnant. I think one of these did drop to 32, so it's looking okay and reasonable at the moment. We should probably do another little fountain or something over here. Let's see about grabbing one more little piece here. Probably the large one could help a little bit. The clock tower gives us 2. What is the clock? Ooh, the clock tower is sizable. And it'll look nice ultimately, but I just don't want to I just don't want to overdo it with the spiel. Actually, this little Lenin statue here, have we done this one somewhere else? We may have, but anyway, what I'll do is I'll slot that one in there. We'll move it a little bit this way so that we yeah, that's okay. That's a reasonable one. So let's just get dumpers and CO2 roads, and it's probably going to take a little bit of workers in there too. So we'll go, yeah, dumpers will do the trick there. We'll get that one built, try and get our loyalty up through the monuments a little bit more. The monuments are kind of starting to see the impact of the monuments, so that's okay. Due to small child, so something is not quite right. No, it seems okay. It seems reasonable. This is being built over here. That's being built over there. We have probably a heap of this. Oh, excellent. There's enough fuel there now, I think, to actually reallocate our distribution here. To say, please don't, to be honest, please don't pick up fuel there. We will continue to pick up oil until we can get a pretty big pile. But what we will do is go and grab fuel from this one. And that'll fill up the fuel on the other ones. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to make sure we build up a big enough supply. See, there's no supply here whatsoever. So we do need to start work on the rest of this. That's done. This is slowly getting built. That's slowly getting built. Good stuff. Good stuff. This is underway as well. Yeah, good. The next thing we need to do is these sections through here so that we can get a little bit more oil coming through and get a bit of a more stable supply going. This is looking pretty reasonable. Pretty reasonable. Okay, all good. Yeah, we're there or thereabouts, guys. There or thereabouts. I'm kind of in the in trying to go and end the episode. I think hopefully we can get ourselves fairly profitable when we get to the the 500,000 mark or something like that. I'm hoping we can see that happening. But at least we're stopping the imports of more and more stuff. Oh, there's a Lenin statue there, but one on each side. Not going to be too bad. Let's have another quick look at what's going on with our building loyalties over here. They're still pretty stagnant. These are coming up quite nicely now. These are really coming up quite nicely. I'm hoping that does a pretty decent job. This is only a 90-meter radius. Oh, there you go. So that last building is not actually impacted. Whoa, this is impacting numerous buildings. This is impacting numerous buildings. So it does in fact stack. Oh, interesting. Oh, that's a pretty small radius there. This needs to be assigned. So let's get materials, cranes and materials to come in here. We need some concretes and components, and we probably need yeah, that's about it, really. What kind of construction vehicles would you need? Anyway, let's just see what that's all about. I don't know. It doesn't have room for a mechanism. So anyway, we'll see what's going on, but it should get its materials pretty quickly. Oh, oil prices have dropped. Electricity problems. Yes, we're well aware of what is going on over there. Things should be coming up pretty nicely. Alcohol addiction is coming back up again. We still don't have anybody interested in buying any electronics, which is quite an interesting one, to be honest. I thought we'd at least have people buy those. Oh, pick them up. I mean, it's free of charge. This is communism. So I don't know why that's not happening. Happy to see that we've got a reasonable amount of fuel going on here. This guy is probably doing constant trips here. How's this doing? Very slow. Yeah, we do need to start work on the rest of this, but we'll need to get cracking on some of this. What are we missing here? What are we missing? Do we need roads and paths? Let's grab roads and paths, get them in here, see if that does any difference. But we do need the steel. So why isn't the steel actually coming through? Reasonable amounts of steel available. New vehicle type available as well. Thank you very much. Not nowhere close to doing the vehicles thing. Concrete is over here. We're all missing a bit of steel though. But yeah, look at that. 1,600 is our population. It's nice and healthy. 20 extra flats still available over here. And let's just have a look at what our... Look at that. 257 highly educated people, which is awesome. We've got 2 deaths this month. Let's have a look at what happened last month. 73 new births and only 19 deaths and only a single escape, which is looking pretty good. Over here, we've got like 6 prisoners, and that's, we are seeing some escapes though, which I do wonder about. Why do we continue seeing escapes there? Nice, things are looking reasonably well. We need a little bit of a load of steel there, and I'm hoping we're seeing steel being delivered on this side. Nothing yet. Nothing yet. We don't have vehicles here actually doing the steel drop-offs. Where are they going? Probably already allocated to bringing steel over here. Yeah, we've got some steel over there. We need some workers. Probably, yeah, got some steel over this way as well. So let's calm it all down. Where's this guy doing? Oh yeah, we've got some guys going in there. Okay, slow progress here, but at least that is starting to get built. They're looking pretty reasonable with regards to these things, and we should be exporting a little bit of bitumen actually. So this guy is probably coming straight in to come and load up some more bitumen. So we may actually need an extra one, to be honest. The bitumen is moving through pretty quickly. Pretty happy with that, just to make sure that we're exporting everything we potentially have a surplus of. Hopefully this can get done. Yeah, this should get done. It's got a crane available over here. So I'm hoping that's going to be the case. So let's just see this one out. Please get done. 3 more workers. Yeah, we should finish this one off. Yeah, that's good. That is awesome. Excellent. So that's done. This is probably needing another round of workers to get here and sort it out for us. And then we should see a crane make a way. Oh, excellent. Now we're starting to see some steel. Hopefully we'll see some workers being dropped off and the crane make its way, and we'll get that done. Oh, man, look at this. Look at this. Still have... alcohol addiction is over here as part of the health equation. Nice. Well, not nice, but glad I can see that. And pollution is not playing a big part anymore. Happiness is going up. I like it. And government loyalty is slowly creeping up. Let's have another look at what's going on with government loyalty. Ooh, that's looking nice. Look at this. 30, 36, 35. Excellent. So our loyalty is looking to be pretty reasonable at the moment, and this Lenin statue is done, and it's contributing to some loyalty gains in this general area. So that is looking pretty good. This is looking at some loyalty gains over here. We probably need a few more of them. Yeah, so this one is picking up there, that one's picking up there. Probably this one is picking up that way. Any others? Oh, this one. Yeah, probably could do with a few more, but yeah, that's good. I think 31% over here, so that's looking really good. The 34 over there. So really, I think our loyalty is kind of under control. We obviously need to up that number a lot more over time, but I am quite intrigued by the fact that we're definitely not seeing any... oh, there we go. 2 people have radios, but we don't have a radio station for the time being, so we can probably start a little bit of construction there, but we don't really have the workers to cater for that. We do need a little bit more. We could potentially plan for a little bit more power on, heating on this side. Maybe down here, people should be able to walk here, especially if I do a few more houses, apartment buildings in this general location. They should be able to walk to that spot. So that is something that I'm quite happy to continue doing. And yes, that's done. Beautiful, that's done. No power supply just yet, but this, let's quickly just get this one sorted, or see how that's going. Absolutely, working towards it. Got some steel in place, very few workers though. We should see some more workers in there soon. Yeah, more workers being dropped off right now, only about 4 of them though. Could do with a little bit more. I'm so happy with our population. It is looking pretty nice. from economies of scale perspective, I do kind of wonder about whether we expand our town up on this side. If I look at this, yeah, no, that's definitely not going to happen. But potentially we could do a little bit in here and expand the town a little bit on this side. But probably better we expand it maybe in there or even here and there, and then push the push this guy, the other heating plant maybe in this location, and put some more stuff in here. Though they won't be able to walk to that bus station. Yeah, distance to the bus station will be limited to this area. So I think, if anything, I'm going to continue to fill in these areas. Maybe a couple of buildings there, maybe a couple of buildings through here. And we definitely just need to bring in an extra heating plant and run some stuff in there. And that should kind of be okay without kind of getting too upset with our various service provisions. There we go. What's going on over here? How's that going? 20 workers. Okay, that's looking pretty good. We need another load of steel, which I'm hoping will be on its way fairly soon. The last month we actually made a little bit. What is this guy doing? Ah, excellent. So that's the steel that's going to head towards the towards our high voltage power lines. That's good. That's very good. Yeah, we're out of steel, so the last missing steel is coming its way, and then we will actually be all connected up with power, and we won't have any issues with power going forward. So let's just get that done. And then this area is looking pretty good. What we can then also do is start our construction pieces over here. So let's go and do that, and do this. And we'll go and grab number 3 there, and there, and number 1 there, and there, and we'll get those started. So let's get the next one going. This will take a little bit of steel as well, but anyway, with our power, we'll be up and running soon. Only 2 more workers available in there, so hopefully we'll get another batch of workers. Yeah, a couple more workers has arrived, so hopefully we'll get this done fairly quickly. At least the crane is there doing its bit. And another batch of workers won't be the end of the world. Yeah, we don't have sufficient power, but the power should be back up and running soon. And once we get the next one going, things should be pretty reasonable. We're not running out of fuel just yet. Ooh, we may in fact run out. What I'll do is I will go ahead and grab us an extra oil tank. Oh, helicopters, nice. Let's grab an extra ZIL over there to start doing some more work there. Helicopter's cool. This should be really close to getting done. Oh, no workers. We need another batch of workers delivered. There's a few more dropping off, I think. 7, yeah, that should be sufficient to finish off the job here. Yeah, absolutely. That's going to be done now, and then we're going to have a steady supply. There we go. Steady supply of power is ready to go, right? Nice. So now we don't have to worry about our power. And once we get all of these other items built, we should be pretty reasonable. Look at all of these vehicles coming in here to come and build this stuff. Then we can slowly start building the rest. And then this setup should be pretty good because we don't need any more workers for that. So if I can get this thing to run at a reasonable pace, that would be absolutely awesome. Guys, I'm going to leave it there. We're producing our own fuel. Finances is still not looking brilliantly, but hopefully we'll get there. Hopefully we'll get there. Making about 3,000 rubles a month on tourists. Our happiness is coming up quite nicely. Our health is reasonable. Our health is reasonable, and our population is now fairly well growing, but we can't probably expand much more because I believe we are probably out of bed space. 7 more, 7, 8, 9, 10 more apartments, and let's have a quick look at what's going on with our loyalty one last time. Oh, look at that, 37. That's a reasonable number over there. 32, 34, 34. These are still needing a little bit more love, but I'm much happier. Government loyalty in general now at a 35%, which is quite awesome compared to how much we've been struggling at the start. But that's looking pretty good, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you've enjoyed it, please hit that like button, leave your comments down below, and I will see you in the next episode. Bye-bye!